Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. Last time we left off with guarding England's shipping lanes, showing some coastal defenses. They're kind of coastal defenses. They're more water defenses. They're basically structured bases. I don't know how else to describe it. That would sit in the water. They would try to stop enemy craft from coming, obviously with some of these big guns, and wait for naval reinforcement. We're now on to Valley of Desolation in France. August 27th, 1944. The French Sea Allied armor. Thundering through a valley of rubble that was once a quiet French village. Canadian tanks speed toward the rocket gun coast after the breakthrough from Caen and the capture of Falaise. These troops were part of the northern arm of the mammoth Allied pincer that closed in on the German 7th Army and, a few days later, were to return to Dieppe in triumph. Oh boy. You can see, look at this armored column. This would look terrifying, I think, to most people. I believe this is like a Churchill tank. That's what it looks like. That's probably what all these are. Not sure, though. Canadian tanks I'm not so versed in. So, someone will have to tell me in the comments. Now on to the way of the collaborationists is hard. August 27th, 1944. Oop, there we go. I gotta do this so that YouTube doesn't strike me. Sorry. Their crowning glory is gone. Oh man, I'm gonna focus. Probably because my thumb. Sorry. In the picture above, a French girl, a resident of Laval, who has been accused of collaborating with the Nazis, has been marked with the swastika and forced to parade the streets displaying pictures of her former friends. Right, half-naked women, also accused of collaborating, are marched through the streets. I'll do that so I don't have to cover that anymore. Are marched through the streets. Oh, man. Sorry. I seem to have lost my place. Yeah, okay. Also accused of collaborating are marched through a Paris street. The swastika has been painted on their foreheads. Both pictures show that the women had been shorn of their hair before the start of the ceremonies. Oddly enough, these disciplinary measures were always engineered by French males, who took it upon themselves to express the national indignation over the behavior of a small number of French women during the occupation. Yeah, now, it's not just French women that collaborated. There were also French men. This is definitely just kind of a over exaggeration of what you should be doing. I don't think these people should have been as... they shouldn't have been as punished as they probably were. A lot of times it's just for survival that you're going to join up with the Nazis. And especially, some of these people could have never known what they were doing in the concentration camps. They never could have known. Unless they lived next to one, there was no way they could have known. So, while I get people are really upset, first, don't need to take it out on only women. It was more than just women. It was also men. There's no winning answer here. A very dejected-looking Nazi general. August 27th, 1944. How the mighty fall as the Allies gain. This German general was captured near Fismes, not sure how to pronounce that, France, during the rapid advance of a U.S. armored unit. The general looks dejected, to say the least. And, well, he may, as for the Battle of France was ending, and the beginning of the battle for Belgium and Germany was getting underway with the Allies roaring along on all battle fronts. And they're not wrong. He does look pretty dejected. That guy back there, he's taking a picture for the camera. He's probably not happy to be taking a picture of it, and they're not wrong. The battle for Germany is getting underway real quick here. the Germans are going to fall, and Berlin itself is going to be in massive danger of the Soviets. It's gonna get so bad, and I'm sure maybe they'll get to it in maybe not this book, but the next one, of how hopeless the situation was in, especially Berlin. I think I said Belgium earlier. My bad. In Berlin, Berlin, it is going to get very, very bad. There's just going to be old men and young kids on the front, and it's really bad. It's really bad. It's not all fighting in sunny France. August 1944. Into captured towns. In the picture at the top, the famous 12th century cathedral of St. Julian in Le Mans forms the setting for the scene as children gather around an American Jeep and convoy as it moves toward the front. Below, a GI strings wires on the side of a house in the Grenoble, under the watchful eyes of a group of French girls. In all parts of France, wherever the Allies moved ahead, the French, for the most part, went all out in their efforts to cooperate with the liberators of their homeland. Yes, obviously there are going to be some French people that are not going to be all for this. Some places were more in favor of the Nazis than others. The places that were not going to be super happy that the Allies are there. But a lot of places are not going to be really for that. So they're going to be happy that the Allies are showing up. Two ways of crossing a French river. August 1944. But they got across. Over a bridge erected across the river, Canadian armored vehicles, the top, crossed the Seine in pursuit of Germans fleeing towards the rocket-bombed coast. On the right, soldiers are firing. Wait, what? One second. On the right, soldiers are fixing a loose plank, strengthening the bridge. Okay, my bad. I couldn't see it. They're talking about over here somewhere. I can't really see what they're talking about, but over here, they're fixing a plank to help strengthen the bridge. It's a good idea. In the bottom, German machine gun fires comes perilously close to U.S. engineers who are ferrying a vehicle across the Seine at Montreal? Yeah, you can see the machine gun bullets hitting the water here, and maybe there. There's some over here that we cannot see. Yeah, they're getting really close. The guys on that ferried vehicle are probably a little terrified. As you can see, the gunfire is probably coming from somewhere up here. Not sure where, because all of the guys are right here. They're all hiding over on this side, behind the vehicle. So, hopefully they all made it across okay. Strange sights on a French street. August 28th, 1944. Silent observers of the Allied advance. Searching for enemy snipers, top. American soldiers silently traverse this street in the business sector of St. Malo, as this dummy model from a dress shop gazes after them. Another model is a casualty in the street. So we got this model that they're talking about, just gazing at the Allies. And then like they said, there's the casualty model right there. Probably was during the advance, some bombing, or maybe the Germans brought them out. Who knows? Below, a French woman takes over the traffic control at the Boulevard Foch in Angers? It looks like Angers right here. The day after the city's liberation. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of people coming out doing duties that they don't necessarily normally do. Now, who knows? Maybe this was her normal job as a traffic controller. Who's to say? We don't really know. We don't know who this lady is. And we'll never know, probably. But yeah, you're going to need traffic controllers. Traffic's going to get pretty backed up in a street. If the civilians are thinking, oh, okay, well, the war's over, we're liberated, we can go back on a normal daily basis, but the Allies still need to get through, there's going to be a lot of traffic jams. So having people control the traffic a little bit, very useful. I think traffic controllers are pretty useful even nowadays. I know in a lot of big cities, I think traffic controllers could be a lot more useful than traffic lights. But who's to say? With that, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment. Tell me what I could improve upon. I always appreciate your feedback. And as always, subscribe. It really does help out the channel. Thank you.